Hey, what's up, everyone? Brad Chmielewski here with episode 161 of Shatter The Vain. Vainglory esports is upon us. It hit us hard with the Mobile Masters Series. Then we're here in the Summer Season of Vainglory8. The VIS League and VGL kicks off here this coming week. Man, on the NA side, there's Immortals, there's Tribe Gaming in there. Uh, there's so many good players and so many good teams that you're not going to want to miss watching the challenger scene, especially as it gets into weeks 2 and 3. The first week is always sometimes a little one-sided, but I think all the players and the teams are really good in there, so it might prove to be interesting. And you got to be rooting for some of these teams in there this time. Like, I would love to see Sujay and his team from Immortals come back into the Vainglory. I know he would. They were on the previous episode talking about this new roster that they have. So, yeah, definitely go check them out playing this week. But on this episode 161, I have Make It Shine joining me. He was on episode of The Alternating Current with T-Dog. That's another Vainglory podcast. I recommend everyone go checking it out. Also, he was on back in January. So a lot has changed with him and even Vainglory's scene as a whole. We got new teams in here, so catching up with him, seeing what he's up to, seeing what he's doing for Tribe Gaming, what he's doing for VIS League. Just cool. I love hearing what the designers and people that make content for this game are up to, especially being one myself. Just seeing what they're thinking of the game, how even if they're playing it that much, because they're gotta be so busy making stuff for it. So yeah, we talk about what he's doing, how he got into it, the transition from first-person shooters into MOBAs. Just a great conversation. Really fun to hear what he's doing and what he has coming out with Tribe and some other projects he's working on. So yeah, get ready for that in this episode. Before we get into it, got to mention the Patreon page at patreon.com/shatterthevain. If you can support the show, that would be fantastic. I love everyone that listens and watches, subscribes on YouTube, leaves reviews on iTunes. That's always helpful too. But if you can help out, hopefully we can make the show better, start doing more with it, other things, try to just step it up a notch, right? Just one man working on this podcast, kicking it out every week. Just need some more stuff to it, I guess. So yeah, check that out. Patreon.com/shatterthevain. All right, let's do it. Let's get into this week's episode.
Shatter the Vain.
This is the 161st episode of Shatter the Vain. My name is Brad Chmielewski, and this is a podcast all about Vainglory. Every week, try to break down the news, gameplay, game tips, and hopefully we can all become better players together. And every week, bring on new people from the community, people that love this game, people that support it, make stuff. And this week, I have Make It Shine joining me. Welcome.
Hello. Hey guys.
Hey, good to have you here. Some people may know who you are because you're in the community quite a bit, and you were on T-Dog's podcast, Alternating Current, earlier this year. But for maybe people who missed that or haven't seen you, want to give a little introduction of who you are?
Yeah, I'm a graphic designer. I grew myself with Vainglory, as many other people did, and that's where I started doing started in the basics of graphic designing, and that's how I got this far.
Okay. I guess stepping back from the graphic design part, how'd you get into Vainglory overall?
Get into Vainglory. So back in the day, I wasn't into MOBAs, right?
Okay.
I just didn't like the concept of MOBAs and stuff like that. And I was into mobile FPS.
Okay.
Like shooting games.
Yeah, so now like the C-Ops and Critical, those kind of games.
No, that C-Ops wasn't out back then. It was Combat 5.
Oh, right, okay.
So, actually, I had a I had a whole clan or whatever, and even so I had like some of the core community members, like core people in the community like with me back then, and like they've moved on, become bigger people right now. So like Zio was with me,
Oh
DNZio.
wow, okay.
It was me, DNZio. You know Uni?
Yeah.
Yeah, Uni. Clouds, if you know Clouds, I think yeah, he was there back in the day. And then yeah, there was a lot of people like Hundor, Keanu, all those
Uh,
guys too.
okay, cool.
So so yeah, I just can't remember them on the tip of my mind right now. So so yeah, and then Zio moved on to Vainglory, and he was like, "Hey, rip and download this game, Vainglory." I'm like, I don't like that game, like, because I've never played it. And then like he got me into it, Zio. So
Mm,
and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start playing it. And then I found out like the game was really good, really interesting, and like it took a really long time for me to actually get used to it and like know the concept of
right.
moments and 3v3s and stuff like that. And yeah, that's basically how I got in. And I was like way different community than the COPS. I mean, not. I mean the FPS community, way different. Like people here, are, like way nicer, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know that world. I know like a little bit from just COPS and knowing what's happening, but it sounds like people always say like, yeah, it's a little more maybe
Toxic.
like intense. No, I would, yeah, maybe toxic, but like intense. Like they're like, I don't know, just like more. The graphics are more in your face. It's more just like because it's all about killing. Like that's the
Yeah,
heart of it. So,
true.
do you still play that? Do you play COPS still? Like
No,
or use Vainglory kind of just your focus now?
just Vainglory because like I'm actually building myself in Vainglory, so it's better to like just focus on that than
Oh,
like
okay.
doing other things. And like yeah, basically yeah, that's my past.
Were you doing any graphic design stuff for the FPS scene at all before you got into Vainglory, or did that kind of come with it?
Oh, I was doing some of it in FPS. Like, okay, so like in the FPS community, I was not a really good player,
Okay.
and people wouldn't take me in their team or clan or whatever, right? Because I was so bad. And then I'm like, yo, if like no one's gonna take me in their team or clan, I'm gonna make my own, right?
Okay.
So I made a clan called Gods back in the day, and I had Zio and all those guys in it join and like play for the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And basically, I was like a manager, like owning everything, right?
Oh,
The whole
cool.
gods thing. So I I didn't know how to graphic design, right? So I taught myself how to design because like to make the thing look better, like the whole title of gods and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
And that basically gods basically ended because everyone went to Vainglory and gods was like a FPS thing, and I'm like, okay, whatever. So I moved into Vainglory. I I think the first thing I joined was Hammers,
Okay.
Halcyon Hammers.
Yeah, way back when. Okay.
Yeah, and then um, then something bad happened because like in the FPS community, like no one really cares if you're like it's like there are a lot of hackers, right, in the FPS community. Like
Mm-hmm.
people hack and like no one barely anyone cares, right? If you're hacking in there, and like it wasn't a big deal. But like in Vainglory, um, I think I boosted season
Okay.
zero when I was yeah season zero when I was really new to the community when I didn't know like how this community was different than the other one, and so yeah I got kicked out of Hammers. Yeah,
Yeah, it's much harder to boost now. I get you people still do it for anyone that's like listening, like boosting is like playing with someone that's you're a lower account and you're playing with someone maybe on a Smurf or something to help raise you up and get your rank up there. But it's harder to do because the matchmaking's a little different than it was in season zero. But yeah, it still happens, but not as much. I think. I don't know.
no, right now
But
it's way harder to like
yeah,
not get caught because there's API and they can track you. They track your every move. So
yeah.
right now, yeah, it's hard. But um, So yeah, I got kicked out of Hammers, but I still had that talent, that the graphic design talent that like people really wanted that day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wrote a huge letter to, not a huge, like a huge paragraph or something on my Twitter, really long time ago, like a year. I know, I think 2 years ago or something,
Okay.
and said that I'm sorry and I'm never gonna do that again. I didn't know it was that bad,
Right. Okay.
really that badly. And yeah, I just didn't do it anymore. And after that incident, I was really surprised that no, after that incident, I went to Dragonborn, and since he was in Team Phoenix, I'm like, I think I should try out for it. But I didn't expect. No. I joined. No. I actually went to Gangstars before that. Okay,
Okay.
I went to Pont, and I'm like, can I join Gangsters? And Pont was like, show me something that you could do and stuff like that. And I'm like, I made him a couple of stuff, and he didn't like it, or like he wanted to. He had higher expectations for his own organization,
Mm-hmm.
and he thought I was not the best fit or something. So I'm like, oh well. So I moved on to Team Phoenix. Then I'm like, let me try out for that. And then I talked to Dragonborn, and the Dragonborn's like, and I showed him what I did for Hammers and stuff like that, right? My
Yeah.
past work and stuff like that. And Dragon, Closet Nerd, like they saw it, and they like Closet came to me, and he was like, yo, you have really good skill and you have potential to be better, like really good. Like he saw that spark in me, that little talent that probably showed up right now.
Oh, that's good.
And then he took me in, and I think I don't know. I think Team Phoenix is where I changed into like this OP designer person who you're talking to right now. So like, if I never got into Team Phoenix, I think I'd never be in this community. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, at that time, like what the Team Phoenix was growing, they were kind of exploding on the scene, so they were needing a lot of graphics, a lot of stuff, and so it was you and
Boys, no.
Voices.
Aziz. Boys,
Okay,
not. Yeah. Boys.
Voice, yeah, yeah. So you guys were just having to crank out a lot of stuff, especially with the VAS league that was kind of starting to take off, or
Yeah,
VAS
that was just,
Pro at that time. So it was kind of a lot of stuff that was in the works. So yeah, you kind of your skills just increase fast because you're making a lot of stuff.
yeah, and like each time I make something, I just get better at doing it the second time, and like it just increases like the
Hmm.
skill. So like, um, I think that's it, right, for my
Yeah.
past.
So now Team Phoenix is kind of in a weird place. People kind of maybe don't know what's happening with it. I think Dragonborn and Closet Nerd, and then they're just kind of working on some stuff behind the scenes. And I know VAS League is still happening, and that's a big part of what they do. So you're still helping design for that, right?
Yeah, I'm in the designing part of this league right now.
Hmm.
Currently, it's still the same team, me and Boyks doing stuff,
Yeah.
and he actually the roles that me and him play is that like he makes the main theme, all the colors and stuff like that, right? The base of the whole VIS, like the logo and everything. And
Right.
what I do is edit his stuff and like make new stuff out of it, like other type of screens and stuff, like other overlays
Oh, cool.
that
Okay.
we need for the stream. And we're just looking to improve the stream every time, every season, and like just make it really, I don't know, just make it better than last time.
Yeah, and that's what you. Yeah, you even see that with Vainglory with theirs each season, like Vain Shame and the team
No,
on that
Shame
side,
is
they are always just
really,
trying to make it better too. So
Vein
yeah.
Shame, Vein Shame is like my really, I don't know, he's really inspiring. I got inspired by him to like he does everything for Vainglory.
Yeah.
I don't know how he pulls it off, but like he even does the motion part, like the
Yeah, he does some of those like he's done some screen or the little animated splash arts, and he does the 3D for the intros and the outros of the stream. So yeah, he's doing a lot.
Yeah, I even got a chance to talk to him recently. I asked him like how he does it and stuff like that, and how he's gonna like how what he's gonna prepare for summer season and stuff like that, and it's really good stuff coming up.
Yeah. Cool. So you got that going on, and then recently, Tribe Gaming came into the scene. I believe it was like mid during the second split of last season. They kind of popped on here, and you joined up with them, right?
Actually, what happened with that is, you want to know how it all started?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, Tribe Gaming came in, they picked up Liberation X, right?
Okay.
The Vainglory team, and an announcement came out, and then I'm like, I didn't know who Chief Pat was because
Okay.
to Clash Royale or like all that stuff. So I'm like, I think I researched about him a little bit. I looked him up and stuff. I'm like, yo, this guy is huge.
Yeah.
And, and then I'm like, I gotta do something because like Tribe was a really new org, and like I think they were looking to expand really rapidly, and I think and Chief Pat was like really huge too. So I think that could happen really really fast, and I wanted to be part of it.
Right.
So I wrote this huge email to. I mean, it was sort of an application thing. So I wrote that. I put my what was it called? I put my portfolio in the application, and like I told them
Mhm.
what I can do, what advantage that. Oh no, what things, what stuff I can bring to the org and stuff like that.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So um, and then I told my friends. I emailed Pat and stuff like that. And my friends were like, I mean, he's not gonna get back to you. Like, look at you. And then I'm like, dude, but it's worth a shot, right?
Right, yeah, you never know. Like you gotta. That's awesome that you took the risk to at least do it. I think a lot of people just think, oh, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. So like, I'm like, why not? Like, why not just give it a shot? And then a few days, I'm like, he didn't reply. It's been 1 day, 2 days. I'm like, oh well, he probably just ignored me. But then after like 3 or 4 days, he got back to me, and then he's
Oh,
like, yo, I've been really busy and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah. And then he said, I really like your work, and I am looking forward to working with you,
whoa.
and we
Okay.
can talk about this and stuff like that. And we chatted a little bit, and we talked about what we need, like as our brand image for Tribe Gaming, and
Hmm.
how like the new assets would be, and concerning about the org and the future and the growth of it. And I also met him at before I joined. I met him at the London Live Finals, the
Oh, cool. Okay.
Unified Live Championships, and we talked there a bit, and then we got a little bit. We got to know each other and stuff like that, and he really liked me, and he thought I was really hardworking, and also I am willing to like grow with the org itself. So yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, I think they needed that too because they kind of had the, I guess, fallout from their initial launch with their logo. So the branding was a little lacking at first because they had to remove that logo, and then that was kind of just the name with nothing else at that point.
oh yeah, we're working on a new logo. Like a better version, like not the one that you're seeing right now. Though
Yeah.
that's like temporary for now
Hmm.
because we're getting one made.
Cool.
So I'll be changing everything and make everything look way better than it is right now. So yeah, basically.
Yeah, so that's probably like you said, like a huge opportunity because yeah, Chief Bat he is pretty big, especially in the Supercell world, the Vainglory world. Like the Tribe Gaming thing is just starting out, so I'm sure like getting in with him now, and hopefully as he gets into maybe Brawl Stars and other things Supercell is coming out with, maybe pretty awesome for you.
Yeah, I'm looking to expand with him really for a really long time, like a really long amount of time, like just grow with Tribe.
Yeah.
Is
So overall, you liking like the esports designing, or are you trying to do like a different design path, or you kind of want to stick with this for now, like moving forward,
like just Tribe.
or just like esports in general, or do you want to do like the design path? Are you looking to do something outside of
Oh,
esports, or you like this like the scene and the video game world more than like I don't know, like
Actually, it's
yeah.
I think it would be just Vainglory itself,
Mhm.
because I love the Vainglory esports division. It's like mind blowing. Like I've since ever been to my first live final, which was summer in Seattle,
Okay.
2016,
Oh, cool.
when TSM won, without like zero, flawlessly won every game, like never lost a single game. I was there, and like that was like the best experience that I could ever have. And since then, I'm like, I'm not gonna miss any other live file. Like I had to like find ways to get hooked up and go to places for
Oh,
live.
really? Okay. Man, that's an awesome goal to have. I've been to one. I went to the winter ones when it was at Red Bull, and I haven't made it to another one yet. So that's a
Um,
pretty fun goal, and it's like a guaranteed vacation sort of every time you know it's gonna come up. Like, all right, I'm gonna go
Pretty much.
somewhere in what 3 months? I think it's every 3 months or so.
Yeah.
That's cool. How was London then when you were out there? I know I've talked to a few people about that.
London. The thing I hated the most is the weather. It was so bad. The weather's always like dull, rainy, stormy. Clouds are like gray all the time, and like I didn't. It's not how I pictured it. Like
Okay.
basically, like there was barely any time to go out and like see stuff because everything was happening so fast. Like and like there was no time to rest, and I had to sleep in the middle of the day because my jet lag and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It could kick your butt pretty bad sometimes.
Yeah, and basically, I love the whole the O2. It was really good. The venue was really freaking good venue, and um there was probably less audience compared to NA live finals.
Right. I think yeah, it's
Really,
it's it's expensive for a lot of people to travel out overseas, I know.
yeah, that's true, and like also that what that probably like it was only that much audience because it was a unified live championship,
Hmm.
like some decent amount. Because like I think I saw more people from NA, like America itself, than European people, like
Yeah, okay.
at the live finals. So yeah, it was pretty chill, and I made a couple of British friends
Nice. Which is
who
what you
attended.
should do. It's like a place to meet these people you play with online and like grow your knowledge of the community too. So that's cool.
Yep. So that was it for the London event.
N- Nice. So you're are you playing a lot of Vainglory then still, or are you like so busy designing and making stuff that you don't get to play as often?
Um, I just me personally,
Hmm.
I used to play a lot of Vainglory. I used to rank and stuff like that with my friends and stuff. But like now, I just don't like ranking at all because I think it is my personal opinion. I just think it's just, like repetitive and like
Sure, yeah. It all MOBAs are very repetitive and they never change and it's the same thing over and over again, but somehow it keeps people coming back.
but I just like playing Blitz, like the talents and stuff. I just love using those. So basically, yeah. And
Cool.
I spend more time designing because like I'm not just doing tribe. Like Chief Pet's nice enough to like let me do other things like graphics for like other people
Oh,
along
nice.
tribe. So like that really helps me like what's it called? That
Just
really
like
helps.
yeah,
Yeah,
expand your
yeah, expand.
portfolio and just try different stuff. Yeah, because when you do work for one brand, everything sort of looks the same after a while, right?
Mm-hmm. And like also that so like since like I'm having like big loads and stuff, I'm gonna be like only from for free what is it called, freestyle graphics
Mm-hmm.
for customers that are like asking for like things under $50 or something like that. Like I'm probably not going to be able to reach them.
Okay.
So like I'll probably only take on big projects that like up to a certain level, that I can probably reach them. So right now, I'm currently doing work for Tribe, this league,
Hmm.
yes. And other couples would include Flash X. I'm really
Helping
working
with
on
his
his
YouTube stuff.
yeah, that too, and like also some of like what there's gonna be one series. It's gonna be upcoming, but I'm not allowed to disclose.
Ooh, okay. The tease. Okay.
Yeah, there's a tease. So there's this whole new series, and I'm making the videos for him. I'm also a video editor.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like a yeah. So I'm making his entire series. So yeah, like big projects. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna go into that. So
Nice. Well, that's awesome. Like, yeah, really cool to hear your story and hear how it's like changed and you're continuing to improve and just like, I guess you making a big name for yourself, especially here in the Vainglory community. Very nice.
yeah.
Cool.
Um.
Well, I'd love to dive. I know you don't play very much, but I'd love to dive into a little bit of the news and talk about uh 2.6. And you said you're playing some Blitz, so it's a good segue here into like some of the changes that we saw this past week. So 2.6 got released, and with it came the new hero Grace. Uh, what do you have you gotten to play Grace at all? She's not really like a blitz hero. I would think. I don't play much blitz. I played a little bit, so uh, I don't know if I've seen her in blitz yet.
I tried ranking when the update fell. So
Hmm.
I tried ranking with my friends and stuff, and since the skill tiers got somewhat like
They got compressed, yeah.
yeah, so I dropped from Vainglorious to POA bronze, and so I was playing with my friends to like get it back up. So um, so talking about Grace, right?
Yeah,
So Grace, extremely good support, really good.
yeah.
It's like Lance's sister, basically, like an upgraded version of it too.
Yeah, when I've recorded a few videos with her, and I keep saying Lance's name when I mean Grace. Like it's their, they have like a similar look. They're just like the female and male version of each other, basically.
Yeah. So I don't like I haven't got to play her much because I probably um I'm just learning it right now because it's basically I don't know, it's weird for me to grasp onto new stuff.
Mhm.
So
But yeah,
yeah.
it takes time when a new hero gets released to get used to their kid and play style and playing against them. It's usually like a week or two before people are like either I don't know, learning how to counter or just like have mastered this hero. So the first week is always like chaos in ranked and just MOBA stuff in general.
So so I was playing with Evader, who's DNZO's brother, right?
Okay.
So I was ranking with him the other day, and while we were playing, like Zio came in his room, and he was like, "Don't just ban Grace. It's broken now." And then Evader usually listens to him because like he's way better than him.
Yeah.
So so Evader just listens to his brother, like all the bans, all the drafts. So that's how like, and that's what we do too. We listen to him, and we just ban Grace, so we barely see any Grace because it's banned most of the time because it's so like overpowered right now as
Yeah. I
the
think
pro.
it's Grace, Grumpja, and Baron are like the bands you're seeing the most right now.
Yep.
Yeah, because yeah, you're talking about her being OP, like the divine intervention. If you overdrive that, you have that down to 30 seconds without cooldown acceleration, and that heal shield is insane. You can have it. You can use it twice in a fight. I've used it twice in a fight, and it's nuts.
Wait, you can use it twice?
Well, if like a fight starts and you have cooldown stuff, you can get it down to, you know, 15, 20 seconds. So if a fight's kind of, back and forth a little bit, yeah, you can get that cooldown there pretty low. And
So
then so
like
you have
if
your
you have a so like I was thinking if you have a comp like Grace, Baron, and what's it called? Baptiste.
yeah.
I think it was a similar comp used by I think it was wait, what? I think TSM used it today. I
Oh,
can't.
maybe I didn't get a chance to watch any of those games today.
Uh, but yeah. So Baron's like really squishy, right?
Hmm.
But it does huge damage, huge amounts of damage late game, and you have Grace with Baron, and like that's like unbeatable, basically.
Yeah, you're just
Like,
always protecting, always healing. You have a fountain and a divine intervention. Like that's basically two fountains. Come on.
that's like a full heal, right?
Yeah,
Or so yeah. Wait, also 2.6, the question mark pings.
right. The question mark ping got removed this update.
That
We got the list of like other interactions like I need vision or anything else like recommending stuff, but the question mark ping got removed and people are kind of upset, but also like they were upset the question mark ping was in the game because people would spam it, and now they're sad it's gone.
so like what my personal opinion is that people got so used to using it because they got frustrated,
Hmm.
and now like you can't even use it anymore, and then it's like there's so like when you're like tilted and you're a pro player or like any type of player like that, it's like addicted to this game. When you're tilted, you just can't freaking you can't like express what you're tilted at.
Right.
You can't like you don't even want to tell the other person what he's doing wrong because that's how mad you are right now. And then
Well,
like yeah, basically.
yeah, I went to forgetting that it was gone. Like I was in lane and I was playing. I was like, oh, the laner's not here. Oh wait, I don't have a question mark ping to kind of say like this person's missing. And I was like, what do I do? And then my teammates got in a fight in the jungle and I wasn't there. I was like, I was gonna tell you he wasn't here. I don't. So
Yeah, that's sort of like troll, but they
yeah,
should
I'm running
kept.
into those problems like not knowing all the new chat stuff, which is just gonna take time to get used to.
Yeah, they should have kept the question mark ping like aside
Hmm.
than the text, the commands and stuff.
Maybe, yeah.
That could have probably helped it a little bit. So yeah, basically. And I also like the thing where you can tell your teammates what they should build.
Okay. Have you been using you've been using that a bit? I keep forgetting it's there.
Yeah, I've been using it a lot, and like I'm like a support main, so
Okay.
like, I'm like I can't protect you all the time. You have to build your own defense. You don't expect me to like block everything for you.
Right.
I'm like I mean, there's Crucible, there's like Fountain, but that's only so much a support can do. Only Crucible and Fountain. Probably Vanguard if you're Arden, or heal you up if you're a Dodgy or Grace. So
Yeah, I think those recommended things are probably the best for the captain to use because yeah, like you said, hey, I just want to recommend get your own reflex block. Like you're gonna need it. Where
yeah,
maybe if it's coming from the jungler telling someone, it's like, yeah, don't tell me what to do. But I feel like the captain, that's kind of their job. They're the captain. They need to tell the team what's going on.
yeah. Basically, I think most of the commands are just for the captain. Like let's team fight, and we need vision. I think that's for the probably laner or the jungler, right?
Right. Yeah, that seems to be the new spammy one. I've played captain a couple times, and like people are spamming that like 2 minutes in. Like we need vision. It's like, what do you want me to do here? I don't have any money. I'm trying to get this fountain. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. That seems to be the new spam ping to me, at least.
It's kind of interesting too. At the start of the game, everyone's like, "Good luck, have fun," and like they put smiley faces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it changes the game a little bit. And like also like when you use your fountain, they're like these notifications says like it's fountains on this timer cooldown, and
Yeah.
you won't be having it up, and also indication that you're supposed to use the fountain. So you can't yell at the support for like not fountaining or something because he actually did use it. And you probably didn't see him using it. So
No, that's some great gameplay changes. Like there's small things like that that you're just like so helpful. I was saying the one I'm missing now, I want to be able to let the team know I need 500 gold, or like I'm 500 gold from the Crucible. Just hold on, let me get that, and then we'll be good to fight. That's something League of Legends has, where you can kind of click on the item you're about to buy, and it lets your team know in chat, yeah, how
Yeah,
close you are to it.
that's actually really good too.
So I would bet that is something that might come at some point, but yeah, all this stuff is really nice so far. The UI stuff. So hats off to everyone over at Super Evil Megacorp for those changes.
Yeah, they're working really hard right now, and also working with the new 5v5 thing upcoming in 2018, I think. Don't know the date though.
Yeah, they seem like it's gonna. I think they're gonna try to push this out or something by the end of the year, because we're gonna fall on this anniversary, the 3 year anniversary. Or no, not even. We're gonna get to like the 3.0. That's probably when 5v5 is gonna come out. So we haven't had 2.0 for that long. So I feel like we're gonna see teases of it here probably at some point. But yeah, 2018 is very likely for that 5v5 map. But everyone wants it.
Like, huge shout out to the PBE part of the Vainglory,
Mm-hmm.
the beta. Like, they're working really, really hard for
Yeah.
the new changes, and like it's like a new PBE comes out like every week after the update launches, so like the next update, and they're like just testing it out every time. Like, they can actually find time to test and like gather people, and like it's really hard to like find people that like don't leak stuff out. Like, I think it's been minimized a lot since the past year.
Yeah, it has.
It has really been really, like, I think they removed like a couple hundred people from it, but yeah, but they have a lot of things on their shoulders because they decide where Vainglory is going basically right now with the
Mm-hmm.
changes, the new stuff that's probably going to be coming out like 5v5.
Yeah. And then you were talking about the TSM games earlier today, and yeah, the Vainglory 8 summer season started this weekend. It was on the heels of the Mobile Masters tournament that happened on Friday, where Rox Armada, the new Armada team, kind of was playing Run the Gauntlet. Did you watch any of that on Friday?
I was actually there.
Oh, you were there. Okay,
I was
nice.
there at the event, at the Mobile Masters event with Dragonborn and C.
Okay. Awesome. What'd you think of it there in person? I only watched here
I,
at home.
I really loved the venue. The stadium was really good, really freaking good. It was really bright and colorful. I think it could be one of the one of the best venues that there could be in Vainglory for like live finals and stuff.
Oh man, awesome. Okay. It looked nice. The stage, like it was under a giant tent, right?
Yeah,
So
could you even tell if you're watching the stream that it was in a tent? That's all.
I don't know. I only knew it was under a tent because I heard, like, I think it was Vein Shame or someone in his Discord said it was like, oh, we're here under this tent, and I was like, oh, okay. But I remember seeing like a wide shot of it. So, but
It
no,
was
you couldn't tell like on camera.
Yeah, you can't even tell. Like everything, like all the things like arranged for it was like extremely good, and like the tent was really huge. Like, it's not like a small tent that it's. It was really freaking huge, and like you couldn't even tell it was a tent if you're inside there standing and watching the games. That's
Yeah.
how it was.
Nice. So did you think Rox Armada was gonna run the whole thing, or did you have faith
I
in the NA teams?
I actually, okay, so like so step by step. So game one, Rockstar Armada versus Tempo Storm.
Mm.
That didn't. I thought Tempo Storm would like actually pull something off or like resist not getting snowballed.
Yeah.
Like, they got snowballed really badly, and I'm like, damn. And they do something, and then after that, I think it was Tribe.
Tribe next, yeah.
And Tribe actually impressed me, really, really, really impressed me because they did really freaking good considering like they're like I think they're late. They have a new laner, Mixu.
Mm.
It changed from Pond the original, which was in the last this VG8. So they synergized really good, and I think they really did good against Armada. Like, standing against them for like I think it was 15 minutes or something.
Right.
Yeah, that was really good. Like, Tempo just got swooped in like 11 minutes or something. So then
And then
yeah.
yeah, and then it was Gangstars.
And
I think it.
Gangstar's lasted for like 16 minutes. Then after that, they also
Yeah,
did Iraqi Veins. They also have a new they have a new roster, right? Like
yeah,
Veins, Gangstars
yeah.
from.
Wrecked left, and Vane stepped in here, and they looked really good in that game. I thought they had a chance to pull that off, but once again, the Baron made it through. I think that was the third game we saw Baron, and it was like, come on, just ban Baron.
And then after Gangstars, we see NRG, right?
Right.
Was it NRG?
Oh no, it was Nova. No.
No, Nova was not invited.
Oh, who was this? We're missing a team here.
I
Cloud
think
Nine was last.
NRG after. Oh yeah, it was NRG. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
So NRG, they're like, so every team, nobody banned Baron out of all the teams, right? So Energy came in and they're like, "We're gonna ban Baron. We're gonna take it away from you, Druid." And then they didn't. They banned it, but then Druid just picked Vox and demolished them.
Right.
So it's either Baron or Vox for Druid because they're A side and they're like the person. They're like the team that are gonna verse every other team, so they get A side. So that sounds quite fair. But so that just showed that Baron and Vox are like too strong right now. But the whole thing was in the 2.5 update, so probably things changed up right now with Grace and everything.
Right. Maybe yeah. But yeah, then C9 came in, and they had all those games to kind of watch to see maybe those weaknesses that Rox Armada had, and they
Yeah,
were
I was
actually
actually sitting right next to Ian, the C9 manager,
okay.
in the audience, and I'm like, "What do you think? What are you guys gonna do?" And then he was like, "You think we're gonna win? You think we're gonna beat Armada?" I'm like, "You guys have a really good chance beating them. You guys are like, I think, equally as good as Armada right now, because Armada also has a new roster with Ingenious joining.
Mm-hmm.
Their core support player, really
Willie.
the best support in the world, actually, um, left the best team in the world. I don't get that part, but
I don't know. It must be something or some reason. Yeah.
some controversies, but yeah. So I didn't get that part either. I think Willie should have stayed, and they could have like developed and became something huge in the future. Like, but I think they're just getting used to Ingenious, and Ingenious that was like his first live stage performance. I think.
Yeah.
Um, so I think he probably had a lot of other stuff bothering him while he was playing or something. Because I didn't think he performed to that level that Armada usually performs.
Yeah. In that last game with C9, he got caught out quite a few times and was probably the downfall of that game.
Yeah, I don't think actually he got caught out a lot of times, and sometimes he was just clueless. He didn't know what to do most of the times.
Yeah.
And also that they were just probably just getting used to the synergy and the bonding because it takes a lot of time. But the good part was that Mango and Druid have been playing since the start. Like,
Mm-hmm.
not since the start, but like basically for a really long time. And their synergy is like on point. That's what carries the Armada team right now. So, yeah. So versus C9, I think C9 did really, really good. Old school, Gabe was like the smart. I think C9's victory goes onto Gabe's shoulders.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because Gabe was really, really smart. Really smart. So there was this one point where it was almost late game. I think it was a late game. So C9 had like this huge wave from their side coming up to push up Armada's second turret, I think. And Armada really cleared the minion wave really fast, and Druid thought like they were just going to jump on the turret and take it. So Druid ulted right before anything happened. So Druid wanted to be like extra prepared, right?
Right.
So Gabe could have engaged there, but Gabe was like, "No, we're not going to engage right now." So he let the ult fall, and then they engaged, and then they all just got aced. And that was actually really smart of Gabe what he did, and keeping old school alive at all costs, and like having Joseph in the back line was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I think it's good. I like that Rox Armada didn't run this whole thing. It would have been also sad if they would have lost in the first game to Tempo Storm, but I think it's good that they came in and lost to someone. The Koreans didn't come in and dominate Vainglory again, so I kind of have to be rooting for the NA team. So this was nice to see.
I mean, they still took away 13.5 cash money,
That's true.
prize money.
But all the NA teams did look better than they did last time, where Armada basically rolled over them hard. Like,
Steamrolled them.
yeah, like 10, 12 minutes, like every game. So that all the teams except Temple Storm made it like to that 15-minute mark. Like, that was a good,
Yeah.
that's a good sign.
That's a really good sign, actually. But what my opinion is that if Armada still had Willie, I think it would have gone really different.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe.
They could have won the whole thing again if they had Willie, but like, yeah, this is
And stuff, yeah. But then, yeah, the Vainglory, then after that, everyone had to fly basically right back to where they're from because the summer season of Vainglory8 kicked off. I have to go back and watch a lot of these games, but from what I saw, TSM, Gangstars kicking ass here in NA scene. It's cool to see. How do you think Tribe's going to perform this season, being so close to the organization?
actually Tribe. I think my expectations rise because of their performance I just saw, versus Armada,
Yeah.
and I think they're definitely gonna make it to the challenge battles. And like, since they are in the Challenger series right now, they got knocked out by Giraffes,
Right.
which is now NRG. I think they have a really good shot making it back into the VG8 and actually attending the live finals. But as we're talking about the Challenger series right now, Immortals will definitely get into.
Yeah, they're going to be back.
They have one of the strongest rosters ever right now because they're at that level of C9 and TSM, like at that level right now. And like, it's just like it's hidden because like they didn't get to play against them anytime soon because they'll first need to get through the challengers and then win the challenge battles, which they should be able to easily.
Yeah.
And then after probably next split, we might be able to see them versus the top teams.
Yeah, so they have to get Tribe and Immortals have to get through the challengers, get through that, and then win the challenge battles. So it's a lot to ask for. I would hate to be any of the I guess players in the challenge battles that haven't been on one of these top teams, because it's gotta be so hard to go in there and face some of these players. Like, it's just the skill gap has to be huge.
Yeah, that's true. Also, I think there's this new team called Vision Gaming. Have you heard of that?
I've heard the name, yeah.
So they are like a really new org that just arose. I think they just built up a team in Vainglory, like recently, and they're like number 4 seed in the Challenger Series, and they have Chicken, Standing Solo, and Junie, which is
Okay, Jesus. Okay.
So they have a really packed roster too, and they might bring a lot of surprises because this roster, which was previously known as Necrolite, have you heard about that?
Yeah, I know them.
Yeah, Necrolite with Chicken. So Chicken's a really really good support, and with standing as a jungler, he's a really good jungler, but I don't think he's been able to. He's made a few highlights of himself. He's a really good jungler, and Junie is an extremely good laner. So I think they can bring something new to the whole Challenger series.
And so those challenge battles, VIS and VGL, that kicks off here this Tuesday, right?
Challenge battles?
Yeah, or the another week after.
I think it lasts for 3 weeks because day 1 it's a round of 30. Because now the Challenger series changed, right? It's not 54 teams anymore; it's 32. But it's still double elimination. So day 1, which is challenge battles. I think Challenger series lasts for 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks, which is 4 days. So day 1, it's like round of 32, round of 16, and elimination round 1, and then it's round of 8 and 2 elimination rounds on day 2, and then day 3, it's like start of the playoffs.
Okay, yeah.
And then day 4, the end of the playoffs, and the top 4 teams crowned, and probably that weekend could be the challenge battles. Yeah. It's like,
Okay, yeah. So the first games are here, yeah, Tuesday, the 27th. So at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So that means VGL takes place earlier in the morning. So yeah, man, when Vainglory Esports happens, like there's so much that happens.
I could just keep talking about Vainglory Esports all day long.
I know, yeah, it's crazy. So very cool. Get ready to watch those and the summer season. I think, yeah, the Vainglory8, all the graphics. Oh, go ahead.
Also, the new thing that Vainglory implemented is that there's going to be one off-stream game that will be taking place during this at the same time, so you can like watch 2 games at the same time.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So like this past weekend I think on Saturday, while Gangsters vs. NRG was going on stream in the Vainglory Twitch channel, Nova vs. Hammers were also going on at the same time on the VIS Twitch. So
oh, that's cool. That's nice that it's getting streamed. I think that was always a big problem when these off-stream games happen. There's people that go back and watch the VODs. I do occasionally, but getting people to watch VODs, it's not, like, it just doesn't happen. But people want to see the games live and talk about them and chat. So that's awesome that they're getting streamed and getting people aware of the VIS League channel too.
yeah, that's true too. VS is really building up a really big reputation in the Vainglory community.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, so they're just growing really rapidly right now. Since there's only one thing to focus on for VIS, and that's the production and how to improve it, how to keep improving it every season. So yeah.
Cool. Well, looking forward to seeing what you guys do there, because I know there's the new logo and I've seen some of the new images. But yeah, have to see what happens on screen here on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna do it for episode 161. Megashine, thanks for joining me. This was great.
Thanks for having me.
Where can people find you if they want either graphics made, or if they have to pay for this? But yeah, if they want to reach out and see what you can offer, how can they get in touch?
The best way would be my Twitter at MakeItShineVG.
Cool. I'll include a link in the show notes and the description here in this episode, so everyone, hit him up if you need something, and definitely go follow him. And yeah, keep an eye out for this new Flash series that he's working on, and all the Tribe Gaming stuff that should be coming soon too, that would keep an eye out for. And then Shatter the Vain's on Twitter at Shatter the Vain, website shatterthevain.com. All the episodes get posted there, links to iTunes, Stitcher, the YouTube version, and yeah, I'll be back next week with 162, and we'll keep talking about update 2.6 and maybe get some more info on what's coming in the next update. All right, take care.
Let's get this over with.